The dividend form tracks dividend distributions for each owner. It calculates the amount that should be distributed based on the number of shares or units held on the date of the distribution. Before dividends can be entered, information must be entered on the company profile form, the people profile form, and transactions must have been entered on the owner register form. The reason that transactions must have been created is because the software calculates who the owners are on the date of the dividend, based on the date of each transaction in the owner register. So let's assume that this has been done. The dividend form can be opened from the Data Forms menu by selecting Owner Register and pressing the Dividends button, or you can press the Owner Register button on the navigation toolbar, then press the Dividends button. Or you can press the Owner Register bar on the navigation toolbar and press the Dividends button. To start, we need to select the company and type of ownership. Then just follow the order that's laid out on the form. First, create a new dividend record by pressing the Add Dividend button. Second, the current date appears, but it can be changed to enter previous disbursements. Third, we enter the total amount of the distribution. Now the number of shares or units of ownership appear for the date of the distribution, and the projected disbursement for each owner is calculated. The amounts might be a penny or two off because of rounding, but it's intended to provide a good estimate of just what the distribution should be for each owner. There are many factors that can influence the actual disbursement, so now we want to enter the actual disbursement for each owner, and that's done in the last column. We can do that by selecting a row, then entering the amount paid to that owner in the text box. When finished, press the tab or the down arrow to move out of the text box and back to the list. Notice that calculations are displayed below the list. It keeps a running total of the amounts that have been entered. These can also be off a penny or two because of rounding. I'll quickly enter other owner disbursements. Notice that when I move back and forth between owners, the calculations change at the bottom of the form. There's a total for all of the disbursements by the selected company to each owner, as well as the total disbursements year-to-date. The last row in the form contains the overall and year-to-date totals for the selected owner. And this, of course, is for the selected type of ownership. You can also enter notes at the bottom of the form for each dividend distribution. Be sure to press the Save and Close button to save your changes as you exit. There are 3 reports for the dividends form. The first is details for the selected person. You can select the company, the type of ownership, and the owner's name. When you're ready, press OK and the report is created. The second report, details for one distribution, is very similar. Select the company, the type of ownership, and the date of the disbursement. Press OK and the report is created. The last report is summary for selected company. It's a list of each disbursement for each dividend date. The amounts listed are the amounts entered as the total distribution for each dividend date, which can be different than the actual dividend distribution. And this concludes the tutorial for the dividends form.